beasties, and welcome back to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Candy, and on this channel we like to talk about all things dolls, toys, and action figure related. And if that sounds like it's right up your alley, please consider sticking around and making a sad girlie's day. And today we are taking a look at the brand new 2024 Slime Surprise Rainbow High Amaya Raine doll. That was a mouthful. If you're not aware, this is a rebooting of the Rainbow High brand that's been ongoing for about 3 years now, I want to say. I think we've hit the 3-year mark. That originally started with the Poopsie Slime Surprise line. I will insert a photo here so you can see what those look like, and apparently we are going back to our roots with this rebranding, rebooting, whatever you want to call it. Which means we now have animals again, and the option to make slime. Now, I will not be making the slime. You cannot pay me enough to make the slime, which I'm not getting paid for this at all, by the way. But yeah, no, we're not touching the slime. Not in any sense. We will take a look at all the items inside, but that slime is not coming out of its packaging. Just FYI before we get into the video, in case you wanted to see somebody make it, you're not getting it here. But yeah, these are currently retailing for about, I think, $24.99. I haven't checked. I do know they're currently up on Amazon, and people have been finding them in Target and Walmart. I got Amaya at Walmart, and I found the new junior high Bella. We won't be taking a look at her today. We'll be doing her in a separate video. Today's video is all about Amaya and my future with the Rainbow High brand, technically. Because I have been a collector for about 3 years now. I have been collecting them, I want to say religiously, since they started coming out. But I have noticed a decrease in my want to collect them recently, so maybe this will bring back some invigoration to collect the ones that I'm still missing, but I highly doubt it. So before I continue to talk about this, because I have a lot to say on this, let me go ahead and show you guys some of her box details and see what's changed about the box, and then we can get her out, and then we can talk some more about this. So taking a look at the front of Amaya's box, you can see the Rainbow High logo is still on full display in the front. In the bottom corner, you can see As Seen on Rainbow World, which I'm assuming is the next season of this series, if they continue it. Down below, you can also see that they've changed the age limit. It is now 4+. In the opposite corner, you can see Amaya's artwork. I'm so glad the artwork has stayed the same, because the artwork was honestly really pretty, and this artwork is just as pretty as it was. But now we have the addition of her pet, which is this little guy up here. His name is Rainbowy, which I don't know who decided on that, but choices were made, and that was a choice. You can see through the front, it tells you to make slime, fill, and play. Again, we're not going to be doing that. You can see all of the accessories on the side, which for some reason they included her shoes. There's the glitter packet. You can see her name up top. On the left side of her box, you can see her name. On the right hand side, we have more of a window where you can see in, and this nice rainbow swoop on the bottom. On the back of the box, you can see the artwork for the rest of the dolls in the lineup. So we have Amaya, who is replacing Poppy Rowan. R.I.P. Poppy, we will miss you. And then we have Skylar, Sunny, Ruby, Violet, and Jade. And then we get to see 3 of their pets. I'm not sure why there aren't more pets shown, but we get to see 3 of them. I have to say, I really do like the box design. I think it's really cute, and it will look really nice on shelves. It is very eye-catching. So I gotta say that was kind of a nice move on their part. And then if you want, you can pause to read this, but there is a new description for Rainbow World, which again I think is going to be the new TV show, web series that they do. I stopped watching them a while back, so I honestly probably will not watch the new one. But there is that. And then there's that UPC code if you want to try to find these in stores. I know they have been showing up in both Walmart and Target. And with her box out of the way, let's go ahead and cut it open and dissect what's inside. Alright, I am back and she is out of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at those accessories first. Amaya comes with a number of accessories, the first one being her brand new pet, Rainbowy, which as you can tell is this rainbow unicorn, who is clear. He is crystallized, or she is crystallized, I'm not sure. The only details that are added are the gold glitter on the horn, the paint on the muzzle, and then the printed on eyes. This is meant to hold the slime, so you can decapitate the pet to put it inside. Then she comes with her crystal shaker, which is also translucent, just like her pet Rainbowy. This opens. It's meant to hold the slime inside and use to mix it. Inside you see there's this slime packet, nice and shiny. And then the glitter, which I will not be touching. I've heard already horrific tales of it popping open in the box, and I am highly allergic to glitter, so that will be staying in there. It's like having a ticking time bomb waiting to go off at the bottom of this. She also comes with this purse, which is a reused mold from one of the previous purses. It is completely translucent with all these different little RH and hearts all over. See the little gold RH symbol there. It is completely clear and it does open. It is meant to house the slime as well. And then she comes with this comb. It is a nice crystallized comb. This is a brand new mold, and the bottom of it is meant to be used as a stirrer for the slime. And then she does include the typical Rainbow High stand, thankfully. It is in this nice opalescent color. Alright, now that we've taken a look at her accessories, let's go ahead and take a look at Amaya herself. Amaya comes sporting soft rainbow eyeshadow. She has a light pink gloss on her lips and light rouge on her cheeks. And there is a spray of silver glitter that is not embedded into the plastic but is just laying over. So if you would like, you can obviously remove that with a little bit of acetone. Amaya's hair is a vibrant white nylon with holographic tinsel. She has a layering of rainbow colors in the front of her hair, which is an inverse of her original hairstyle where the rainbow was underneath. Amaya comes wearing a cropped blue denim vest with silver buttons on the side. Her dress is a rainbow colored sequined maxi dress with slits up both sides. It is lined underneath with pink fabric. Amaya comes wearing these translucent sneakers with platforms that are meant to be removed for the slime to be placed in. They say rainbow on the sides in pink lettering. Alright, so I pulled out the first edition Amaya Raine because I did want to do a little bit of a comparison because I know there have been some changes that have been made to the articulation of the new dolls that I wanted to discuss. So looking at them together, you can see right off the bat their faces are very, very different. They do feature the same exact hair type and hair coloring. The only difference is it's been inverse now, so the rainbow is in the front instead of the back, and the tinsel is different. I honestly prefer the original tinsel on Amaya. I have not even de-tinseled mine because I think it just looks really nice, and it doesn't get tangled as badly as some tinsel does. But yeah, that's the biggest difference between the two, is their new faces, and honestly, the lack of makeup and the new eyebrow shape. It really changes the way that this doll looks, in my opinion, and the way the character looks. But that's not what I wanted to discuss by bringing her out. So, as we all know, the original Rainbow High dolls did not have neck articulation. I have an Amaya that does have neck articulation because she was a later batch. So that was added later. But they have always had wrist articulation, and then, you know, the elbow, and they have always had multiple joints down here where you could swivel, and then the double joint here. Now, on the new Amaya, Jesus, she no longer features the wrist articulation, as you can see, that's completely gone. We do still have neck articulation, so that's good. And she does have pierced ears, so I'm hoping we'll see earrings again sometime soon. And then we take her off of her stand so we can take a look at her leg articulation here, because there is only one spot where she is articulated now, and that is the double joint that's at the knee. You can no longer swivel the upper leg, which I don't mind that change all that much. I do dislike the lack of wrist articulation, and I feel that that's going to be a detriment to the line as a whole, honestly. But I just wanted to pull her out for a really quick comparison between the two. You can see they are not getting along very well. But with that out of the way, let me go ahead and get her all back together, and then I can give you my final thoughts on the new Rainbow High reboot. Alright, and now we are on to my final thoughts for the new Rainbow High reboot. I am going to be honest, I have given this a lot of thought, and I can't say that I completely dislike the new reboot. I don't want to say that I dislike the dolls, because honestly, they're about the same. I feel that the biggest drop was obviously the articulation. The hair is still nylon, well, the clothes still are being produced pretty nicely for a Playland doll, in my opinion, especially for the price point. But what really gets me is the lack of the wrist articulation and just how far back they went. It feels like these are even before they created the larger Poopsie Slime Surprise dolls that had the same slime gimmick of putting it in their clothes. Like, even the pet feels like a huge leap backwards. Because if you take a look at, I'm going to put up on the screen here a picture of the old Slime Surprise pets that used to poop out the slime. They looked really fun. They were bright. They were colorful. They had something going for them. The new pets just, they don't. They're very bland. The eyes are no longer inset. And I just don't feel that this line is going to have the longevity that MJ wants it to with the target audience that it's trying to reach. This is coming from somebody who is both a collector and a parent of a child who is within this demographic. I would not be purchasing these for my daughter. I'm just going to be honest. The slime is a sensory nightmare. The glitter is going to get everywhere. That slime is going to end up in hair and on clothes. It's just not a good idea. I feel like they could have done this in a different way without ostracizing basically half of the community that collected these dolls, and I feel like was their consumer point for quite some time, honestly. I get these are meant for kids, they're meant to be played with, they're meant to be enjoyed, but I don't feel like a kid is going to want a doll that they're going to get tired of or they're going to destroy within like 0.5 seconds. But I feel like they didn't even do this in a correct way to the point that it would be something that kids would really want to play with. I mean, again, I was never a big slime kid. I'm still not. And I don't see that this is going to be appealing to a lot of kids. I mean, I could be wrong. This could be a great kid's toy, and we could see this reboot become super successful and see more and more products from it, but I just don't see that happening. And I honestly don't see myself picking up more than maybe 2 or 3 of the slime dolls. I do like the new budget dolls that are coming out and the junior high slumber party dolls, which I think are really going to do well. I see a lot of collectors that like them, me included, and I feel like those will sell well, especially with kids. I mean, what kid doesn't want a slumber party lineup where you can do the doll's nails, you can have them have a pizza party? Like, there's a lot of fun imaginative play there. With the slime dolls, I don't find that there's going to be a lot of fun, or a lot of play, or even just a lot of imaginative play. But anyway, I rambled on way too long about this. I've had to think about it for way too long, and I want to start off 2024 with a more positive mindset than what I have regarding this reboot. So I'm going to be putting this behind me, and whatever I do end up picking up, I don't know if I will dedicate any videos towards them, may end up as shorts, but you guys will be the first to know. And that finishes out my review of the brand new Amaya Raine Slime Surprise doll. As always, if you do want to see more of the channel, you can go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to further support me, I do have my Ko-fi link down below where you can buy me a coffee. And until then, I will see you all in my next one. Bye!